Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your baby girl UGD Adebola, aka Queen. Yay! In today's video, you guys already know what's in the title. Today I'm going to be telling you guys 5 life-changing things I've learned since I graduated from school. And as you guys already know, let me give a flashback for those that are new to my channel. I graduated last year, 2021 November, with a first class degree in international relations and diplomacy from Afe Babalola University. And today I decided to share 5 lessons, life-changing lessons that I've learned since I graduated from school. So if this is what you're interested in, make sure you watch till the very end because I'm going into full details. Okay, thank you for tuning in. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for coming to my channel. Make sure you subscribe and like. And if you're an old subscriber, thank you so much for stopping by. Let's get right into the video. The very first life-changing thing that I've learned since I graduated from school is the importance and value of pictures, videos, creating memories. So back then in school, I'm actually very grateful for this one because I never really understood the value. I never really understood the value and importance of making memories, documenting memories, memories with friends, loving and cute memories that you just love to remember and live in forever. So then in school, I used to have Snapchat as my, let's say, memory card basically, because looking back right now on Snapchat, when I see like 1 year memories, 2 year memories, 2 years memories and stuff like that, I'm always just smiling and thinking about how things were like 2 years ago, a year ago, how things were with my friends, how we used to have fun together. Basically, I literally made videos of a lot of things, like a lot of random things that I feel so happy when I just look back to. Life after school definitely taught me that keeping accounts of things like that, most times you might not even need to post them. Like, it's not something that you might need to post. Making videos before, I always used to just feel like you make videos, make pictures just to post them. But after school, I just realized that life is really more than that. There are a lot of people that you just not see maybe forever. If you're still in school, I'd advise you actually take advantage of this period of your life. Anytime you just feel everything is good, like rosy, or even when you're down, because I remember how much I struggled with my project then in school. I always used to make snaps of how my project supervisor cancels my project, and then I'm like, oh my god, I'm so frustrated, I'm so this. So like looking forward now, it's just like a phase of life that when I just see, I'm just like thankful for, like, okay, I'm past that now. There are a lot of things that you think mattered then, and now when you just look back, you're like, oh my god, these things actually do not matter. So like, yeah, it's just a very, very refreshing and amazing thing to do. That's documenting your life in school basically. Just yesterday I sent a picture to my friends group. That was on my sister's birthday party in school. So we just went to her room to just have fun, eat cake, blow balloons, and just celebrate with her basically. And it was most of my friends that were there. Yesterday I just went back to watch the video, and I was just smiling and just remembering how things used to be in school, with my friends and everything. So I sent the video to my friends group, and everybody was like, oh, I miss you, I miss you guys, that kind of thing. Like, it's actually really, really nice. If you're even a YouTuber, it's even sweeter because like everything is just like all documented on YouTube. The next thing is broken friendships and relationships. One thing I've learned since I graduated from school is that when you're in school, when you're university and you're with your friends, you guys have so many plans. You guys have plans together. You guys have a lot of things that you're planning to do after school. You guys are literally excited about what life after school is going to be like for you. And the reality of life is that when everybody comes out, everybody is basically going to be facing their own lives. Most of the time, you're just trying to face your own cross. In the process of doing this, most relationships and friendships actually break because there's really no time as much as you always had then in university. After school, everybody's facing their own lives, everybody's facing their own problems, everybody's facing their own issues, everybody's trying to make it in life, everybody's trying to look for what works best for them. Basically that's just what most people are trying to do. Friendship is not something that they would constantly keep pushing most of the times. Also, sometimes they might never have any hard feelings towards you. It might not be beef, it might not be fight, it might not be anything. It's just the fact that everybody is literally busy with their own lives, and this makes the relationship and friendship deteriorate. Everything comes low, phone calls reduces, text reduces, and as time goes by they just become people that you've known before. This is something that I'm really trying my best to, I don't like when I'm friends with somebody and just for no reason we just stop talking. For do you get? My own point is that we might not talk as much, but there shouldn't be bad blood. So like most time, me and my friends, we still comment on each other's pictures on Instagram, we still keep streaks, Snapchat streaks, just one of those things, but we don't constantly talk every time. And this is the reason why I made that first point of actually trying to take pictures, documenting your life in school and everything, because those moments will never actually come back. You will never be in the same classroom anymore with the same set of people. Some people though will never even see each other for life. Like after graduation, there are a lot of people from university that you will just never see again in life. And there are some people that before you see them, years and years and years to come. Even if you and your friends decide to go out to still have fun and just meet, life when you were in school can just never be the same. And that's just the hard pill I had to swallow. Just make your university life like the best of it. And yeah, basically make memories with your friends and try to just be happy, do things for fun, do things that make you happy, make sure you do things also that you do not regret, just enjoy basically. And that life-changing thing I learned is how to adapt to the new phase of life. It's like a very weird transition process after school. You move from being under the control of your parent, the control of certain rules and regulations of a school, of the school authorities, to actually being an independent person that will take your own decisions by yourself. And those decisions might actually positively or negatively affect your life. It's something that was really, really difficult for me to handle after I graduated from school. Even at this point, it's something I'm still struggling with. It's something I'm still trying to accept, because when you're in school, all my life, they've been set goals for me. In as much as I had my own personal goals in my mind, I had, let's say like the way you have table of contents. It's like there was a table of content for me. When you're done with primary school, you read, you go to the next level, you do your common entrance. Everything is like really aligning for you based on what they've set out for you to achieve basically. But now after school, I'm solely taking responsibility for my own actions. I'm solely taking responsibility for my inactions. I'm taking responsibility for everything that concerns my life. Every decision I make will matter to me, might have either positive or negative effect, which might, I don't know what the consequence might be. So like trying to settle that thought in mind was something I was just not ready for, I would say, because all my life in school, all my goals was just to make my parents proud, come out with good results, excel, just do well in school. And I always avoided the thought of my life after school. It's something that I've always avoided because I didn't want anything that would actually stress me out. I didn't want anything to stress my mental health. I didn't want to think too much about what my life would be after school. So most of the time, most of my years in school, I've always lived in the present. I've always lived based on what's going on at that moment. I always just wanted to enjoy the moment and not bother about life after school. And this actually affected me, I'm not even going to lie, because at this point of my life, I feel like I know a lot of people always say that at this point you don't have to get everything figured out yet, blah blah blah. I understand that, but I still believe that at this point I should be very clear about certain goals, certain decisions, certain things I really want to take in my life. Sometimes I call myself a confused graduate, because like one moment I'm thinking of something, I'm a very indecisive person, and I feel like it has taken on for too long in my life. I've become so comfortable feeling like I'm an indecisive person. I was just too comfortable not, thinking about things I actually wanted to do after school. This is just something that I had to understand. This is like a life-changing lesson I had to learn. yeah, if I could turn the hands of time, I would have probably had more vision for an after school, like had more plans for what I really wanted to do after school, like after my NYSC. Because after school, in my mind, I'm like, I'm just going to do my NYSC, I'm just going to serve. And whatever life has for me after then, I'm all for it. My best friend is always saying it that that's Laulu. He's always saying it that for as long as he has been trying to talk to me about what my plans are, I've always tried to cover up that. I've always tried to run away from that. I've always tried to not talk about it. And that's actually the truth. When he said that, that was when I actually started reflecting like, Yejide, you really need to face the reality now. You're done with school. You're done with your NYSC service here. What is really next? I always used to hate the question, what's next? Like, why are people always asking me what's next for me? But now at this point, I'm really asking myself, like, what's next? Like, what's really next, really? At this point of my life, I really have to understand that I can't keep on running from that question. I have to personally answer that question by myself, genuinely, and know exactly what I really want to do with my life after school. I feel like this YouTube platform and this YouTube channel has been like the only thing that I've just been thinking about, and I've always thought about since I was in school. Like, okay, it's just about this channel. The only thing that I was so sure about after school was starting up my YouTube channel, being consistent on YouTube and actually blowing up on YouTube. That's actually been the only thing that I've been sure about, you know, since I graduated from school, which is actually not a bad thing as well. But I always want to have options. I always want to have other options in life. I always just want to do other things, and you know, just to know what my full potentials are. You know, maybe tomorrow I might want to go to a nursing school and change this channel to like a nursing school channel, have a different channel for, you know, nurses, talking about things, being a nurse, about how life has been being a nurse, everything related to medical terminologies and, you know, stuff like that. Summary of what I just said is that I'm just trying to not avoid the question of what next anymore, face my reality now, because there's no time. There's really no time. I know you guys think that I'm still very young, but really, I'm not very young. I'm not young. I'm 21, and very soon I'm going to be 22. That's like a lot. That's a lot, you know. I really need to start facing my fears, because this is like a major fear, you know, thinking about the future, thinking. The third life-changing lesson I've learned since I graduated from school is that shyness, low self-esteem, and inability to actually stand up and speak for yourself will take you nowhere in life. You will literally not go far if you have these qualities, and if you're not trying to make it better, like if you're not trying to improve on yourself. One thing is, when you're shy, it limits you from a lot of things. When you have low self-esteem, when you cannot stand up and speak up for yourself anywhere and anytime, it limits you, it limits opportunities for you in life. This is something that you might not really understand the effects. You might not know how much this might impact your life, especially when you're done with school. One thing I always say is that confidence to take you even further than where your talent, your intelligence, confidence to take you further than where your intelligence will take you. If you do not start building your self-confidence at this point, then it's going to really limit opportunities for you, as I said earlier. Most times, the kind of things that you're shy about, the kind of things that you're insecure about, the kind of things that are making you feel ashamed are things that do not matter as much to people. Most of these things are things that are just in your own head. Those are things that have just clouded your memory, and nobody thinks about you as much as you think about yourself. That's one thing you should always put in mind. And I've tried my best to live through these sayings as well, because I'm also in the process of self-discovery. I'm also in the process of self-improvement, being more self-confident. Most people always believe that I'm not a shy person. I'm someone that is actually very, very shy, and I always just don't like it showing in my face. I go into places, I meet different people, I speak to people, I have conversations, relationships with people, and I always do not want it to be obvious or to show all over me that I'm shy or I'm feeling some kind of way. I try to burn this with confidence. I try my best to like put my head high no matter what. And this is something I just had to learn over time, because I knew that shyness would just take me nowhere. Being a vlogger as well has also, you know, helped my self-confidence. Most times I go into places trying to vlog, and you know, majority of times you're just shy because you feel like people are looking at you. You feel like And then at the end of the day, you don't even vlog anymore. Like, you don't make videos, you don't do things that you really want to do because you feel like everybody's looking at you. You feel ashamed or something like that. I had to burn those thinkings, like those thoughts rather. I had to burn those things down just to, do my own thing. At the end of the day, most people just look at you and carry their faces away. That's the least thing that will happen. They'll look at you and think whatever they want to think. When they get home, they don't even remember you anymore. So, like, most times everything is just all in your head, and this is something that I know I'm even way better than before, even though most people don't even still believe that I've ever been a shy person or I'm a shy person even till now. I try my possible best to hide it and to just keep on improving myself. I also had to like understand that even when I'm looking for a job, or if I'm looking for a job, if I'm going for interviews or anything, basically you have to come confident. They have to see that striking confidence in you. You can't just always be timid. Your family and friends are not always going to be there to stand up for you. You have to stand up for yourself. At this stage in life, that was a hard pill to swallow. Your sister is not going to be there, your brother is not going to be there, your mom is not going to be there always for you after school. Your teachers, your lecturers, they won't be there to always stand up for you. You have to actually cultivate the habits and the mind to stand up, look out for yourself. One very major step to self-confidence is actually positive thinking. When you have positive thinking, when you always think positive, when you always look at the brighter picture of things, when you always look at the positive side of everything, it's really going to be hard for you to look down on yourself or have low self-esteem. If you feel like people are looking at you so much in a gathering, why not just think of the positive part of it? Like, don't think that your shoe looks a mess, don't think your hair looks a mess, don't think your makeup looks a mess, don't think you're looking ugly and that's why people are just staring at you. You can just look at the positive side. Oh, maybe I'm looking so beautiful today, or maybe they like how I'm dressed, maybe they like what I'm wearing, maybe they like how I walk, or that's just something I had to that was just something that I had to keep on reminding myself of, something I had to keep on thinking about. If you keep on thinking negative, it's really going to affect you in life. It's really going to limit a lot of things for you in life. Always think about the bright side and positive part of things. So always take every embarrassing or awkward moment you feel in your life as a learning experience. In as much as taking certain risks might cost you so much, the only way to actually discover yourself and full potential is to take risks. If you keep on limiting yourself and you're scared to do certain things because you feel like you might fail, because you feel like it might not work for you, then you will just be limited to just one thing you feel will work for you, and that thing might not even be the best. That might not even be your highest potential. One thing I've learned for sure after graduating from school is that you can't limit yourself to just one opportunity. You should always have a plan B in everything you do. If you're going to school, if you're done with school or whatever, you've graduated well and everything, you should still have a plan B just in case of anything. This is Nigeria, and we've seen how the world has been growing. You've seen how things have been working out for people lately. You can't limit yourself to just what school is. Like, you can't just say, oh, like all your life is just about school. You can try to learn a skill as well, just to have a plan B. In life, you should always have a plan B. You shouldn't solely depend on just one opportunity. Try new things and actually understand where your full potential lies. Basically, most times we have passion. Yes, I have my own passion as well, and I've also still tried over time, over this past few months, to try new things, to see if I'm actually good at other things as well. That was the major inspiration behind this YouTube channel as well. Even after going to school and graduating well with a first class, it is something that I'm also passionate about. I like the idea of YouTube. I like the idea of content creation as a whole. Reason why I'm really pushing for this, in as much as it is passion, it is also like an option B. That's like a second option for me. I'm also a makeup artist. I learned how to do makeup as well. I do creative makeups as well. Those are things that I can always fall back on, even regardless of anything in life. And this is coupled with the fact that my grades were actually very high in school. So one thing I would always advise, and one life-changing thing I've learned since I graduated from school, is you should always have a second plan regardless of whatever goals you set for yourself. Even personally, I still find it very hard to take certain decisions because of the fear of failure. However, I understand that to actually grow in life, this is one of the major requirements. So with time, I actually got to understand that taking risks makes you understand what could potentially work for you and what actually doesn't. One life-changing thing I've learned so far since I've graduated from school is the power that relationships hold in your life. I'm a strong believer of actually meeting people for a purpose. Some people are there to help in your life. Some people are there to teach you lessons. Some people are there, to serve as a support system for you. Everybody that comes into your life actually has a purpose, and most times always make your encounter with people a very good one most of the time, because you really don't know who is going to help you later in future. It's how effortlessly you have things go your way with the right connections. I also had to learn and understand after graduating from school that regardless of how much intelligence you have, regardless of how smart you are, having the right connections would take you far faster than someone without good relationships and building good connections with people. So this brings me to the last point, which is dealing with uncertainties. This is also one of the lessons I had to learn. One of the things I discovered after school. When you're done with school, there are so many uncertainties. There are so many things that you just wonder if it would happen, if it's going to work out. I feel like this is very related to like every other point I've made, which is why I made it the last point. This is the reason why it is very hard and scary to take, like most graduates are very scared to take certain decisions because you're just uncertain. You're not sure if it's going to work out. You're not sure. Like it's just been really crazy. I'm not even going to lie. Planning out things with the possibility of not working out is just not something really pleasant to feel. It's not a very pleasant feeling, which is why I've also decided to take risks. I'm even using my own advice on myself right now because I've decided to take risks. I've decided to open myself to more opportunities. The highest thing that will happen is that it doesn't work out, and then I know that I can do something else. There is always something for everybody. The sky is big enough. You just have to find your purpose, basically. I hope this was a very helpful video. I hope that if you're in university, you learn from my own, I don't know whether to use the word regret, or you learn from my own experiences. You learn from things I wish I had done and taking full accountability and responsibility for. I hope this video just meets you well. Tell me what phase of life you're at. Are you still in university? Or did you just finish school? Are you a graduate like me? Are you also trying to find your purpose like me? Are you also trying to explore opportunities? Are you an old graduate? How is life? How has life been so far? What advice would you give me as a young graduate? What advice would you give my audience? I don't know. This is a very refreshing topic to actually speak about because I don't know. I feel very happy that I'm talking about this. Like it feels like I just relieved myself of something. I'm hoping to make more university helpful content and growth content, things that would help other people as well, share my experiences in life with you as well. And yeah, if this is what you want, let me know in the comment section so I'll do more videos like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I love you guys so much. Bye.